Hi guys, today I really just have a haul from Crafters Companion, but I went to Hobby Lobby yesterday and so I decided to show those things too, and I think I might have something from my local bead shop, but we'll see. But yeah, so I already opened my Crafters Companion packages because they came in a couple days ago, one of them did, and then the other one came in yesterday, and I knew kind of maybe they would show up there on the same time, so I didn't want to do a video and then do another video for, you know, just a few things. But both of them had an issue, so I already called. I tried to call yesterday, but it was super busy. It was the day after craft day, so I'm sure that's why people might have been calling them too. I don't know, but they don't have anything as far as control over what your HSN does, but still, people sometimes, you know, who knows. But anyway, so I did get in touch with them this morning, and one of the items was funny. It was the big scoreboard, and it was supposed to come with dotty tape, which I didn't even know, but I did remember it came with a paper, but when I went to look, I got the paper. I didn't get the dotty tape pen. I didn't get the scoreboard. And then in the other order, it was the Gemini stamps and layering dies. Like I told you, they had it with my discount. It would have been $20, but I got it for $16 for like 6 sets of stamps, 6 sets of dies that I had paid like way over more than that on HSN. But I think there was 1 or 2 sets in there that I didn't have, so it was worth it to me to buy it for the $16 for those 2 sets, and then I would just destash the other 4 sets that I already have. But that was all not in the thing, like completely not, none of it, not even a part of it, you know, was in my order. So when I called, they are sending out the big scoreboard and the dotty tape pen. But as far as the other one, she says she's not sure if it's in stock or if they can get it together basically to send it out then. So I'm going to have to just wait and see if they give me a refund or if they send it. But that kind of leaves me unsettled because a lot of times I like to get off the phone and knowing, okay, it's coming or you gave me a refund, right? So maybe she should just give me a refund. I don't know why she was really adamant of just sending the items. But I'll wait a week or so. If I don't hear anything, I will call them back. But just so you know, sometimes there are issues like that, and you know, how to straighten them out. But I do call the US number. Obviously it's like 714 something. It's out in Anaheim, but it's not really in Anaheim, but it's near there. So not too far from where I live. I can get to Disneyland, you guys, in just about an hour. And I know that's fast actually for, if you know, I live near San Diego, but that's just how I drive and I get there, because I always choose early times or super late. It has to be not traffic times, right? And then we're good to go. But anyway, let's go ahead and start, I guess, with the Crafters Companion stuff, because we were talking about them. And so these things, a lot of these things, I'm not even sure what it was. I know they have sets of deals. So like this white stamping card, I think it was this whole pack, a 300 GSM 60 sheet set. I think the one I normally use might be a little bit less weight than this 300 GSM, so I'm curious about that. So like I said, all this stuff is just kind of mixed up. So it could have been, I think these were, you buy them by themselves, they were just super cheap, but I didn't realize they were the gray ones, so I'm gonna have to mount them or at least use sticky spray or pixie spray to stick them to my acrylic blocks, or like I showed you, you can use double-sided tape, however it needs to happen, but I do need to cut them out and all that, so I didn't realize that. But these are really pretty. So this is Perfect Peony, and I love their peony stamps, so I always go for those. And this one looks familiar to me, so I might already have this, but this is Beautiful Bloom. Really pretty. This was one of the sets that was not in the layering stamps set that they were selling, but I already have this one, so I will destash this. And I didn't put them in my destash until I had things in my hot little hand, right? Because sometimes that happens. You buy something, supposedly it sells out, and then maybe you don't get yours, right? So they'll either give you a refund or try to give you the item. But this one I did not have. It doesn't have the dies, but I figure it's just cute, like for a background. I think the little flamingo. So I went ahead and picked it up because it was super cheap. I think for both of them I paid like $4. So that's cool. Yeah, exactly. So I think one of these papers bundles came with one of these radiating dies, and so this one has the butterfly and it says Dream. And I'm so glad that I looked at this yesterday, because I was going to buy some stuff in Crafters Companion. I already had this in my cart, but it showed up and I was like, oh, I don't remember getting this one. I remember getting this one with the flower. It just says Just For You, but I did not remember that one. So good thing I did not buy it, because I would have had 2, and these are not inexpensive. But these kits came like that one with the black paper, the matte black cardstock, which I love. I love this stuff. It's super thick. You guys saw me struggling with it the other day to cut 2 layers of it, so obviously 2 layers is tough. Even with 1 layer, I really had to stack it up, so the sandwich to cut. And then it came with the turquoise foil press foil, because that's basically how they showed it. So I think the white paper came with the other radiating die, and then it came with the embossing paper. That doesn't seem right. You know what? Maybe I'm missing something, because I paid for this embossing paper. I remember looking for it and it was on clearance and I threw it in. So I think, darn it, I might be missing one other thing that I didn't think to ask about. I'll have to look at that. I think it probably was a different foil. That's probably what it was. Darn. I have to call them again. But oh well. That's my bad for just looking through it and thinking, okay, I'm good, you know. Or I'll just leave it alone. I don't care. Like, is it really worth calling back? I guess let's say if for some reason in a week from now I don't have the refund on the other item, I have to call them anyway, I might mention that. But that's such a bummer. Because it was two different foil things. But anyway. Oh, you guys. I hope this is it. I just found it on the floor. See, that's why I thought when I went through my stuff, I really went through the order, but at the same time, like I said, sometimes when it's bundles, I forget what comes in the bundle. You have to go back and watch the video if you remember what day. So I use the date that's on the invoice and kind of look at the videos that were around that date because you'll never find the product again. They pull it down and then it's not on the site. So you don't really remember what is in the kit. So this is it. This must have been it. Thank God. So I don't want to call about this again. So silver. Foil, so it's there. Good. This is the paper that was supposed to come with the big kit, and it did not, but here it is. Yeah, I didn't get the big score master. It's basically this guy, the one I always use, that purple scoring board, but bigger, right? Whiter at least. So this paper, I never picked it up because I'm like, I saw the little gumballs or whatever. This is mints. I don't even know what this is. It wasn't like my favorite thing, but it was really inexpensive with the score master plus the paper and plus the dotty pen. So I went ahead and picked it up, but it's okay. Like this paper's cute with the little heels. So we have the Chloe paper. I separately picked up this, the Foxy Fun paper pad by Hunky Dory. I just thought this, look at how cute these little guys are. I have probably 3 or 4, maybe 5 more orders coming in from Crafter's Companion. I don't know. I went a little bit nuts this last few weeks here, or a couple weeks, I guess. And then today they're having another show, which is their Cartload show, which is always a fun show. I already saw what they're offering, and it's a bunch of stuff, and it's really great prices, but I already have pretty much all of it, so it's nothing I'm gonna pick up, but I did get a few things. Look how cute this is. So it's just a stack of paper, like, look at this one. And these are kind of funny because like the size of this is literally 8 inches by like 3.5. So they're just, I think, things that you're going to use like mixed media-ish. I mean, literally, what are you going to do with this? You can put on a card note. You have to do something with it, chop it up, or use like backgrounds. They have these little things that you can cut out. Fussy cut, yay! We were talking about that. Fussy cutting's the worst. Look how cute these are. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna tell you, Hunky Dory does some cute stuff, but at the same time, I don't understand it because I guess I'm not from that genre of crafting. Like, I don't really understand this, but this is super cute. Single-sided designs of adorable foxy papers. They are adorable. That's the gospel tree. Look at this one. Sending sunshine and smiles to brighten your day. So basically, if you're going to use this whole thing, you got to put this on a card. Like, unless you cut it like right here, and you can use one piece and then the other piece. Kind of interesting. Very cute. Very cute. And then for whatever reason, I threw in another pack of Nature's Garden Lily collection of the foam, just because I think it was pretty inexpensive. And again, I'm gonna show you right now why I even was stocking their site, and the Lily collection paper pad sold out. And then when it came back in stock, I didn't realize they were still giving you 15% off of $40 of Lily collection. So that's kind of why I threw this on, because it was literally like $5 for me with my discount and everything. So that's the Nature's Garden Lily collection flower forming foam. I got this Mama Make set that was on clearance. Just a little cute stamp, nice big kind of frame stamp, and then the little word hello. That was really cute. Oh, look at that. I didn't know I had this. Okay, well, it also has a stencil. Interesting, I didn't know. And the final piece, actually, I just got an email saying that Crafter's Companion box is here in town, but I don't, it's hard to find. Their shipping is kind of interesting, so it's hard to trace or to keep track of, right? I have no idea, but I did get an email from Aramex saying it's in town. And usually when I get that email, I get it that same day, but I don't know. It does say that I'm not gonna get it for 4 days delivered, so I'm like, it might still come today. But basically, I went and bought 3 packs of Lily collection. I bought another pack yesterday, so I'm gonna have 5 paper pads, and that's enough. That's plenty. This paper, oh my gosh, you guys. And it's in stock right now too, so it's sold out, and now they have plenty, I guess, in stock. And this paper is just so pretty. I mean, my goodness. And the double-sided, the vellum, everything about this paper, I love it. I love it, love it. Whenever I go to the zoo, which actually I'm gonna show you something from the zoo, they have a lily pond that's not really big, but it's just outside the San Diego Zoo Safari Zoo Park, not San Diego Zoo, but they have a lily pond that there's always dragonflies around because they just come around because it's there, you know. It's so pretty. Oh my gosh, and I love it. The flowers, of course, they're just gorgeous, just like this, you know. And they have different species of lily pad, kind of like lotus looking flowers. Really pretty. Okay, so that's everything from there. What I said I was going to show you something from the zoo was this, because I finally I had some stuff in my truck and I'm like, why do I still have this bag in here? I bought a black bag. It looks like a knapsack kind of, but like tougher, and I should have showed it to you guys. It's in the other room, and it has a Harambe picture on it, and it says something about the gorillas, but it's really cute. The bag is awesome. I'm like, I'm gonna use this for my crochet. It's so pretty. Like, cool, you know, because it's like black and gray. But this is the one I've always wanted to get Miranda or myself too. They have sweaters. It says "Save the Chubby Unicorns." You guys, how adorable is this? San Diego Zoo Safari Park. They sell them at the San Diego Zoo too, and I'm sure they probably have them at other zoos, but San Diego Zoo is known for raising money to help like worldwide, right? Different organizations that help with all these animals. At the zoo park, the Safari Zoo Park, it's their basically breeding grounds. So that's kind of why it was there. It wasn't open to the public before. It's not even 8 miles from my house. It's like 6 miles away from here, up in the hills here. But really, so I bought year passes, so we go there pretty often. But I always want to get Miranda this little shirt, so it's really cute. Save the Chubby Unicorns. Gotta check it out. Super cute. Real quick, local bead shop again. Oh, this is not that exciting, but when I was there, they have incense sticks, right? I like incense, but at the same time, I had gotten that other little one that you use cones with, this one. So I got smaller cones, because those large cones that I got last time, like, they last for hours, and it was, like, too much. I'm coughing and, like, sneezing. I guess I don't know if I'm allergic, but it just was too much. So I got these little guys, and these work way better. But when I was there, they had the regular incense, and then they had incense holders that were like Fimo clay, like Sculpey clay, like little flowers. And basically all it has is a little hole in the center so you can put your stick. And I'm like, that would be a good project. I love my Sculpey. I deleted pretty much all my Sculpey videos on my old channel. They had millions of views because they were old, right, from a long time ago, and pretty good information. And I kind of stuck to it because with something like that, you really want to just get the information and get it going, right? Be very clear on how to use it and what you're doing. And I just got rid of them because I was like, I don't want to mess with the whole kid thing on YouTube. But I think if you're making an incense burner or holder, I think I can get around that and it wouldn't be a big deal. But it was really cute. So it's just like a little flower that you make or whatever you want to put, and then put your little hole. So I'm like, you know what, that'll be a fun project. So I bought incense sticks so I can do with that. And then they had a bunch of stuff on clearance. Like all these beads were literally $2. And I like them because some of them are wood and some of them are like bone feeling. And I don't know if they're actually bone, but they're cool. They feel nice. Like, oh, these are so pretty. Look at that. And they're almost like a taupe color. This one, I thought they were kind of off-white, but they're so pretty. And of course, beads are pretty, so we buy them, right? And then these little wood ones. And then they had a ton of the Hot Fix stuff, and I grabbed colors that were basically like flower center, because these were literally what, $1.25, and these are the kind that I can use with the Hot Fix tool, but which I have, but I'm hoping maybe the Imaginist tool gets hot enough to melt them too. So I just got like flower center colors, you know, so I can put them in our project. So I'm gonna put those here so I remember to use them. And then these little guys, same thing. They have these were a little more expensive, but I think these also have the glue on them. At least that's what it looks like. So definitely gonna use something like this. And maybe that's another busted out video. Remember back in the day we used to get all those eyelets and brads and all these things that, you know, we just got, and then, oh, they're so cute. Oh, I don't know where they are because they're so tiny. Forget about them. All right, Hobby Lobby. Okay, so I've been eyeing this, and I make my own bows, and I have a bunch of bow videos, and I don't know that they all made it to this channel, but I have a bow playlist where you make like boutique bows. But I've been seeing this at Hobby Lobby every time I go there. It's $14.99, and I got it with my 40% off coupon, so it was like just over $8. But I mean, these are so pretty. Like, why would I not just get some basic bows, right? And then it comes with the bow holder, so I'm gonna hang this up in Miranda's room, and she can do her little thing right there by her vanity. Maybe even put it on her vanity, I don't know, we'll see. But so cute. Love them. I mean, for that amount, it's worth buying, right? At that price. I did get these cutters. I didn't really want to look for more stuff like this. And I have plenty of shamrocks, but I don't think I have a big shamrock like this one. It's as big as my hand. So I went ahead and got that. Sorry, I just dropped a ton of stuff and it made a loud noise. So anyway, I was saying that would be fun for the kids. One of the reasons I even went to Hobby Lobby was to get something to help me with what just fell right now and made a loud noise. I'll tell you what it was in a minute. They had wax seals on clearance, a bunch of them. I got this one because I thought the numbers is actually kind of fun, especially if you do like a little invitation, you put that on the outside with the birthday age. It's, you know, Miranda or whoever's turning, or Dorian. And then I have another one that has little baby feet prints. And this one I only got because like none of us are having babies around here. But for like memory albums or like my scrapbooks, I think that'd be really cute to put that seal every once in a while with like little baby pictures. I think that's really cute. And it was $2.50, so might as well. Okay, so they have this, all the trims and ribbons are on sale right now, 50% off. And I saw this and I was like, oh my gosh. And this is literally the last two left. And it looked like there was a ton of it, the way they had it. And I don't know why. I love chicken wire. And I've been like, this is so cute. We can put this on a card. But it will be very tricky to use on a card because I don't want to hurt anybody, right? Obviously, this stuff is sharp. But at the same time, I can also put it on like my like home decor stuff. I have a lot of like flowers and things that I put. So it'd be cute to put like, make a bow out of it maybe and put a stick, you know, put a, what's it called? Yeah, like a little stick on there and stick it in your stuff. So I got two of them. You can put them in your bouquet that way or however you want to use it. So I got two of those, but I also got some burlap to go along with it because I thought that'd be really cute on a card. If we did something with this and then maybe layer this up on top of it, we would have to really, really work very carefully with this, but I love it. It's so cute. So had to grab it. And a ton of beads. I'm not really going to go through every single bead here, but those are kind of for Miranda because she likes playing with those stuff. Of course, I had to get my triple color coconut. I love this stuff. Do you guys remember Brock's? They used to have those little squares. Well, they weren't that little. And that was like my favorite candy when I was a kid. You buy by the pound or whatever. And we only choose the ones we really wanted, you know, really liked. And then you take those home and you enjoy them. They're awesome. Oh, here's another little item for myself. Pecan log. And it's so good. So anyway. Tons of beads, and you guys might say, oh, those same color beads you bought last time, or the last time I showed you. Yes, but they're different sizes, okay? So that's the other thing with beading. You have 8/0, 11/0, 6/0, delicas, Muki delica, like all these different ones, 12/0 Charlottes, which are really 11/0, aren't they? Charlotte beads. Anyway, so I had to get some different sizes and stuff, and they're all 50% off right now, so I just grabbed a ton of beads. There's a ton of beads. And then again, more middles for like flowers, because I've been making more flowers recently for you guys here, and I always think, what do I do with the center? I do like those little like stamen things, but things like this just make it easy. So I grabbed the gold ones, and I think these silver ones. They're just acrylic. And really, honestly, I can probably get those from AliExpress for way cheaper for a ton more, but they're here, and I don't need, you know, a warehouse full of them, so that's fine. Oh, another thing about AliExpress recently, I had ordered a ton of stuff like at the end of December, and that went into like their new year, which, so they closed for a certain time, and that went into coronavirus, and they were not shipping, they weren't responding, they weren't doing anything, and I was like, you know what, just keep your stuff, it's fine. But some stuff started shipping, so literally I ordered this stuff like towards the end of December, and things are barely coming in right now, and I'm just leaving it in my garage, which is dumb, because like, obviously any virus, it's, especially this one, it dies within a couple hours of just being kind of out there, whatever, you know, the little germ there. So it's not a big deal, but I'm just like, I'll just leave it out there for a little while. So I have a bunch of stuff in the garage that's just waiting for me to open like later, okay? Later, because I don't know where these things traveled, and I'm just being paranoid, I know, but that's okay. Better safe than sorry. Okay, so they also have a bunch of stuff at Hobby Lobby. Their spring stuff, I think, is 40% off, but I have these two, calla lilies, or like Mexican peace lilies, sorry, peace lilies, which is a very Latina kind of plant to have in your home. I have a huge one, and then I have a couple small ones that are up on my mantle. And I saw this and I thought, oh my gosh, they would be so pretty in this. But they're already kind of in a smallish pot that's blue, so I'm going to leave it in that pot because this doesn't have holes and I don't want it rotting or getting nasty in here or anything. I mean, this is probably more decorative than it is functional, obviously. But so I'm going to put the whole thing in here and pop it in here. But look how pretty. I love the design on this. So hopefully it kind of goes with the rest of my decor. And if it doesn't, to be honest, I'll just leave it here in my craft room. I bought 2 of them and just put stuff in them. You know, it can hold whatever. But these are so cute. They have a ton of things like this. They have macrame holders, which is super old school. And what's funny about that is recently on mydiamondpress.com, I was on there because they have so many more sets right now, which is great, especially since whatever happened with HSN is like such a fiasco. But anyway, which is good, because before, whenever I had contacted them or was doing the stuff with them earlier or just buying stuff on their site, they literally had like 5 or 6 items, right? Right now they have pages of items, which is nice. And one of them is a hanging basket stamp set, which I'm going to get. It's so cute, Stampin' Dies. And it has like the old school like macrame basket, like hanging basket, and the die, obviously. So it's really cute. Like, yes, I'm getting that next time. And you guys might ask, well, you already work with them. Like, I don't work with them, but they send me things for review. I never ask companies for stuff. Like, can you give me this? Like, it's just, I think it's tacky. I think it's kind of rude. If they offer me something, that's great. With that said, with Crafter's Companion, they've recently contacted me. Thank you guys. I already talked about that a little bit. I'm still waiting for whatever's going to happen with that. But the gal asked me, she had listed a few things to review, and I'm like, I already have all those things. So that one makes it a little bit different. Because, you know, with Crafter's Companion, as soon as they come out with something, I have it. I bought it. I am stalking their site, whatever, you know. So I'm like, and I think there was only one thing actually on the list that I don't have, but then I did mention their new collections that were at HSN, and she says, oh yeah, great, you know, and I don't like doing that, but it's just because the things that she offered me, I already have and I've already reviewed. So I was like, yeah, well, you know, I would love to review this, and then, you know, if it's possible, if not, don't even give it a second thought. If that's not anything that you guys want to review or send out, that's fine. And she jumped on it. Oh yeah, no, I would love to send those things. So hopefully I'll be able to review some of the new collections, which would be the Butterfly and the Nature's Garden, and then the Garden of Love, right? Stuff. So we'll see what they send. I don't know, but I'll keep my fingers crossed, because like I said, I don't like asking. I will buy it myself. Anyway, another spring thing, and I know it's so claustrophobic the way I have the thing set up, because this is kind of big, but look at this, Home Sweet Home, and it looks like a little milk like bucket kind of thing. I don't know, they're like a little pail, and maybe I'll put some flowers in it. Maybe I'll just leave it like this and put it up on top of my kitchen somewhere at the top of the areas. I just have really high cabinets, so there's only like a foot between the top of my cabinets and the ceiling, especially with like those edges that they put on it to make it look fancy. But I could not pass this up. It just reminds me of some things I used to see in Mexico when my grandpa was still around and stuff. I don't know. I just loved it. So I grabbed that. Got these little shoes from Miranda that were literally like $6, maybe a little bit less than that. Yeah, about $6. She wears a size 10, and these are 11, 12. And I'm like, you know what? By the end of the summer, I'm sure she'll be wearing these. So I went ahead and grabbed them. They didn't have an extra small. That was the smallest size. So cute. So I grabbed those for her. And what else do I have here? Oh, just a couple other little spring item things. And then the reason I went to Hobby Lobby, and I pretty much got something I don't know if it's going to work, but I'll show it to you guys right now. Look how cute this is. So they had this there with the pottery, with the potting stuff, and I'm like, what would you do with this? And I thought, you know what, that's really cute actually, to put some little cactuses, little succulents in here, hang it up, and I can do this outside or maybe somewhere here in the house, because, and then I thought I should have gotten 2 or 3 of them, to make it more substantial. But look how cute this is. You hang that and you have your little stuff in there. This is adorable. And it was 40% off of $4, so really inexpensive. And then this one, I love it. I'm telling you, anything gardening, dairy looking, even though that's not my kitchen. My kitchen's a little bit rustic, but not really. So anyway, look at this. I love it. And it's ceramic. And again, another little plant can go in here. I just recently bought a few cactuses. That's why I'm like, And I have these huge cactus planters in the front that are like just pretty, just succulents, a lot of different things. And they're getting really big. So I thought, oh, maybe I should take some out of there to propagate, or at least take them out and put them in their own thing, because they're getting really bunched up. So I have plenty to kind of work with here. And the reason I went was, okay, whenever I work here, you guys know I'll do something, I'll throw it to the floor, I sweep up later, you know, whatever. And then I leave the things out because I gotta go pick up the kids. I had to go do something else. So I put the stuff like on my stool that's right in front of me here that I usually try to sit on, but sometimes it's just full of stuff, like literally stacked up of stuff on the stool, which is a stool. It shouldn't be holding anything. So I'm like, I need to stop doing that. So I need something to where I can just put it in there and then get to it later, right? Which we all say we're gonna get to it later. But I'm trying to keep it neat here, especially since, like I said, you can see this room from the living room. So when people come over, you know, I don't want it looking like completely horrible. So I got this, even though, because I've been eyeballing this every time I go. They have these tubs, and they even have ones with mermaids, but they don't have the big one like this guy. They only have them in the shoe size box, which I think Miranda would love. Shoe box size. Anyway, this is really pretty. Then they have another one that's like a peach tone with different colored flowers, the same kind of flowers. But I like this clear, and I like the flowers on this one that are darker and just pretty. So I grabbed this because I figured I'm not going to use the lid so much, but just to have it here on the floor next to me. And then whenever I'm done, I'll just put whatever's in there as I'm using it and then put it away. Right? So this is a pretty good size box. I think it's a quart or a few quarts. How big is this thing? I've read it before. It just says box. 15 liter. 15.9 quarts. So it's a big guy. But they're so pretty, and they're only $5.99, just regular, not on sale. So I grabbed that. And that is it, guys, I think, for right now. I'm trying to just stay here at home and get things done and garden and all that. So thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe out there, stay healthy, and I will see you guys at the next one. Bye now.